What's good, y'all? Red Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. And now I just want to go ahead and say thank you, God, for giving us another day and opportunity. And as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm going to be bringing y'all everything that you need to know about 2K23, both on current as well as next gen. But before we get into that, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Go ahead and turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on today's video. Now, to everybody who has made it to this point, I just want to go ahead and say thank you so much for the support. But I'm telling y'all, from everything that I have found out about current as well as new gen, this is definitely going to be one of the very best 2Ks based off of what they have shown us. Now, in the background, I am showing the trailer, but one thing that they did add this year, we're going to be able to literally be hanging on top of the rim. So just as you can see Zion in the background, I am more than sure that's going to be one of the animations that we're going to be able to use this year, whether it be in the park, the city, it does not matter. Huge W in my opinion. Then when it comes down to the layup animations, we are also able to get new scoops as well as mechanics to be able to work our way around the finishing. And the biggest W that they did drop today is that current gen is no longer limited to pie charts. So we're going to be able to create any build pretty much freely based off of how we want it. Now that is really just the start of all the news that we got today. We are also going to be able on current gen to unlock double takeovers back to how we had it in 2K19 as well as the past two previous years for next gen. And then just how I mentioned about hanging on the rim, that animation is going to be called flex on the rim, and as you can see, you're going to be able to use different type of dunk packages as well as dunk styles depending on the way that you use your right trigger. Now, when it comes down to layups and finishing at the rim, this mechanic is called finesse your way to the rack, and I'm telling you, this is going to be a huge W because it's going to play a bigger factor for the slashers, and especially when it comes down to getting different types of animations, I really feel like this is going to be a good thing implemented because now as a slasher, not only are you going to have the jump shot or the dunk meter, but we're going to be able to do more unique moves as well as different mechanics out of it, which in my opinion is going to be very solid and more versatile when it comes down to those kind of builds. Now for my playmakers as well as sharpshooters, when it comes down to the shooting this year, we have to consider shot speed, release height, the timing impact, as well as the defense immunity for each jump shot that we take. Now, for the playmaking, they did implement something called adrenaline boost, which in my opinion, from what I have read, only allows us to get 3 per possession or each time that we touch the ball and regain our stamina. Now, I am not completely sure, but as you can see, Lonzo Ball in the background does have about 3 bars that he's able to use from when it comes down to dribbling. Then for the shooting, we have been told that we're going to be able to unlock 15 different shot meters this year throughout the seasons. And I'm telling you, that's a huge W because I know there are some people who prefer to have a certain shot meter than others. But the thing here is that if you do take off your shot meter, we are still going to be able to get the additional shooting boost that we have had from previous years. Now for the shot blocking, steals, and ball strips, all of these have pretty much been made to become more realistic. Now, when I do say more realistic, just consider it this way. We're going to be more likely to see a chase down block from a player built like LeBron rather than seeing a chase down block like a player from Steph Curry that we have seen all year from 2K22. Now the new badge system, we're going to be able to get 16 badges per attribute category. Now there's going to be 8 in tier 1, 4 in tier 2, then 4 in tier 3. Now, of course, tier 1 is the most powerful, all the way down to tier 3. This is a huge W as well because in my opinion, you're really going to be able to see which badges are going to have the highest impact as well as which setups you can possibly run. Now from here, let's go ahead and check out what they changed about some of the badges. So for the finishing, we're going to go ahead and get Slithery, which is pretty much Slithery Finisher. Then we go ahead and have Masher, Aerial Wizard. I like the Bully badge, which is pretty much like Back Down Punisher, I feel like. But then we did get a very toxic badge removed. Hook Specialist, y'all. So For all my post scorers, I am sorry. I know that this was your number one badge out for 2K23, but in my most honest, truthful opinion, I do not believe that this is going to take a huge effect on the post scorers. Now, the reason why I say that is because I have heard there are new animations as well as mechanics that are going to be able to be brought towards these kind of builds. But for the shooting, the badges that we got took out are going to be Chef, Hot Zone Hunter, which is a huge thing that a lot of people have been talking about. Lucky number 7, Mismatch Expert. Then we go ahead and remove Set Shooter, Sniper, and Limitless Spot Up. Now the biggest thing from the removed badges are going to be Hot Zone Hunter as well as Sniper. I'm glad that both of these are out, but in return, we're going to be getting Limitless Range, Agent 3, Midi Magician, Amped, Claymore, Comeback Kid, Hand Down, Man Down, and I'm telling you, I am sure that there's going to be more badges from here on out that we're going to be able to unlock. But especially when it comes down to all 4 categories, I am happy that we're going to see new badges as well as some taken out. Now for the playmaking, we get Killer Combos, Clamp Breaker, Vice Grip, as well as Mismatch Expert. And then the badges that got removed are going to be Bullet Passer. This is going to be tied in with your pass accuracy. Then we also did remove Downhill, Glue Hands, as well as Stop and Go. Now as for any badges that you want to see back in 2K23, go ahead and let me know in the comment section what do y'all think about this so far. But do not forget to also comment down below. Where are you tuning in from watching today? I'm coming out of Cali and I definitely want to go ahead and know where the support is coming from. But as for the next category of badges, once we go ahead and take a look at the defensive / the rebounding, we're going to be able to get badges called Anchor, Box Out Beast, Workhorse, Glove, Challenger, and we actually did get Defensive Leader removed. Now a trend that I am noticing is that they are removing a lot of the primary badges that we would use on 2K22 as well as 21. But in my opinion, they are giving us a lot of things back. One of the main badges that I really like that we are able to equip again is going to be the Limitless Range Shooting Badge. But then also, we're getting double takeovers back this year, and we are finally through with the pie charts, y'all. We're able to make our own builds. So just those 3 things alone are really going to make the biggest difference and impact, in my opinion, on day 1. Now, I know that I already did mention we're going to be able to get double takeovers on both on new as well as old gen. So, with that being said, consider with the Rebirth, we're going to be able to see so many different types of builds than we were able to see in previous 2K years. And the best thing about that is that you yourself are going to be able to rank up quicker on builds, upgrade them a lot faster, and especially if you do pre-order, we get a +10 put towards our progression, which all around is going to be a huge W. Now, as far as seeing the most realistic gameplay, I would have to say just by the trailer as well as what I'm showing y'all right here, the gameplay is looking pretty solid all around. I would have to say we do need to test it as well as get a demo. So go ahead and drop a like right now if you want to go ahead and get a demo of 2K23 just to know who's on my side for this. And then when it comes down to the driving dunk rating, this is going to dictate how easily or hard it is going to be to block your Myplayer, and that is going to be something that I feel like is going to be a huge factor for this game. Now, Bullet Passer, I did say that this badge is gone, tied in with the pass accuracy, which honestly makes it more room to get other playmaking badges out of any build that we make. So I would think that when it comes down to the way they did implement the badges this year, they really considered what badges should be equipped as animations and which animations should just stay as attributes. Now, these are the signature jumpers that have attributes and ratings requirement, but again, you want to go ahead and make sure that if you're going to be a small, keep them under 6'5". For anybody who's going to be in between big and small, go between 6'5" and 6'9". And if you want to be considered a big, go to 6'10". Now, if you want to go ahead and pause and screenshot that, go ahead and do so that way you're able to get all of the attributes, all of the stats, and everything that goes along with it. But as you can see right here, I'm going to blow it up on the screen, and this is what's going to show us the rating requirement, what it's going to be allowed for, the release height, release speed, timing impact, as well as the defense immunity. Now at the bottom of the screen, it does show Markieff Morris with a B- for the defense immunity. Stephen Curry has an A, so that is just one small factor that we're going to have to start taking consideration towards which jump shot we're going to be using. Now, I feel like that's going to be a big factor when it comes down to any build that's going to be able to hit consistently. You want to be sure that not only are you choosing a solid jump shot and the way that it looks, but also with the ratings of defense immunity, then the timing as well as the release height. All of this is going to play a huge factor. And honestly, I would have to say the way that 2K23 is going to be looking, very solid, and I am excited for it. So go ahead and let me know in the comment section, what have y'all thought about this video and all the info that I dropped y'all? But man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And let's go ahead and reach 50 likes on today's video. Again, thank y'all for the support. Thank you, God, for another day and opportunity. And don't forget to comment down below, where did you tune in from watching today? And with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank you, God. God bless y'all. And Rich out.